Hello, I'm Lily, and this is my little channel, Lily and the Bee, where I like to share with you all my makes and creations and ideas. Excuse me. Some of them are a bit crazy, some of them are sensible. Depends what mood I'm in. So I just tend to just make whatever I feel like. Just go with the flow and make whatever I feel like making, and then share it with you. I've got quite a lot to show you this week. Should I give you a list first of all? I'll give you some clues. Garlicky, embroidery, new fabric, and Liberty scrap project idea. Not a tutorial, but I did take a few photographs along the way. Right, and there might be something else, but I've got quite a long list today. What should we start with? Beach. I'm sorry there was no sound, because I know a lot of you enjoy the sound of the sea and the little bit at the beginning, but it was just so noisy, and it was just like the wind was way louder than the sea, so it was quite a rough. I recorded that, this is Saturday, and I recorded it last Sunday, because the beachy scenes I don't tend to record on the same, I normally do it on the weekend before, so I'm a bit out of sync with that, but the videos, the talking parts, I just upload it on the same day normally. I can't wait, it's done, I'll just put it up. Yeah, so my husband didn't want to go because it's supposed to rain. I thought, well, I'll just get, and because he's a postman, I just say he gets free exercise because he's walking every single day, whereas I've got a more of a sit downy job. So I feel like I need to try and get more exercise at the weekends. So I thought, I don't care if it's going to rain, I'll go anyway. And it did pour with rain. I got absolutely soaked, and for some reason I didn't even wear a raincoat. I thought, oh yeah, that won't rain, but yes, it did. And it was windy, and but the sun did come out. I mean, it wasn't bright, but it did come out a little bit later, so that was quite nice. And I saw the wheelbarrow man on the beach. There's there's two characters really. There's a wheelbarrow man and the nudie man. And the nudie man, I'll tell you about him afterwards. We've only seen a couple of times. The wheelbarrow man's on there quite a lot. The part of the beach we go to, it's a long walk, and parts of it are quite empty because you get a few dog walkers at the bit near where you can park, but then you've got a half an hour walk and you can't park anywhere nearby, so you don't very often see people. Occasionally see walkers or people who've gone on a long walk with their dogs, but not that many people. And you do see the same people. So there's a wheelbarrow man, which I feel like he's a slightly sort of more extreme version of me beachcombing, because I will take a brick in my rucksack, as you know, but I don't take a wheelbarrow. I kind of wish I did have a wheelbarrow, because I could take loads of good stuff home. But anyway, he's the wheelbarrow man. He's trotting there. I presume he's not lost on his way to his allotment. I think he's beachcombing, but takes home big things. He probably sells it, big pieces of wood. Sometimes there's really big rocks and things. I don't know. I don't think I've seen anything in the wheelbarrow, and I don't like to stare anyway. Anyway, I saw him passing on his way to the beach. There's another man who we've seen him a couple of times, and I was with Neil then, but he had did he have a tent? I don't know, but he was standing kind of a little bit away. We were walking along where the sea comes in, and he was a bit further over towards the cliffs, but he was standing there. Imagine I'm standing like this in the nude, swinging. Well, it wasn't actually swinging, but he was just standing there in the nude, and the sun was coming up. It was a beautiful morning, so I presume he was airing it, I don't know. But when we started walking, it's quite an empty beach, but when we started walking, he didn't move. He just stood. You think, okay, this is my thing. Sunrise, I like to air my bits and get the sun on them and everything, and he just didn't move. He just stood there, and I sort of thought, I thought maybe he's got a cream outfit on. It looks like it's nudie. I sort of looked at the corner of my, no, it's nudie. But then I've seen him a couple of times. Both times he's been nudie. But then one of the times we were then walking back to the car, and a man went past on a bike, and we went out of the way from him. Thank you. And that was him. I drive him going back with his cycling back with he had his clothes on. He wasn't naked on the bike. So yeah, they're the two main characters, and I imagine that perhaps I'm a character on the beach as well. Oh yeah, she's always there, staring at the ground, picking bits up. Actually, I saw a seal. I was staring at the ground because I was looking down, looking for sea glass or sea pottery or whatever. And then I literally looked up, and about 3 feet in front of me there was a seal, then going back into the sea. Obviously I'd scared it a bit because I was going quite close. I just didn't see it. So I tried to get my camera out. I sort of moved it out of the way and tried to take a video. I couldn't, it was too quick. It was like in the sea again. But if I'd have been looking forwards, I would have seen the seal. But no, I was looking down beachcombing and had no idea it was there. But I felt bad, I'd scared it, obviously. But I just didn't see it until it was like, I was right on top of it, poor thing. It looked well. It was, sometimes you see them on the beach and they look a bit poorly. But this one, it was going straight back in the sea. It looked fine. Oh, excuse me. And I know a lot of you have said you enjoy the wood, the driftwood and the fallen trees and everything. So I will try to take some more of those because I think they're beautiful, and just how intricate all the roots become and everything, and how it's just faded, and they just look so pretty. So I will take some more of those as well next time I go. What else have I got on my list? I think that's it about the beach. Yes. Let's go on to, oh, actually, I've got something else on the beach because I've made a little sea glass. I made this a while ago, but I might start putting some of these on my bags, which is a little sea glass. Where are you? There. A little sea glass button, because I make the little stitch markers, and I thought, oh, I can put some little buttons as a little, I wouldn't, if I'm making bags without the, like this one behind actually, if I'm not making English paper piecing ones, I can still put sea glass on with a little button, maybe next to the bee motif. Anyway, but that's just there, so I'm just showing you that. I've just hoisted the curtain because the sun keeps going in and out, and it's okay now it's coming out again. So I'm sorry if that's a bit annoying. I don't want to close the curtain completely. It's a shame to shut the sun out, but I don't want it to annoy you in the video either. Right, so Clover had a bit of a night out. I'll show you a picture up there in the sky. And as you can see, she had a fine time dancing with her garlicky friends, and she had her boob tube outfit on. Now she's got her, well, it's still the boob tube outfit underneath actually, but she's got a little jumper on and her jeans. She had the little skirt. I made her a little skirt as well. Lost her bag. I think I put it away with my Liberty scraps. I think it got scooped up in there. Yes, so anyway, she had a little bit of a night out. I'm not judging her, and I'm not saying that this is related to the night out. However, we do now have a little addition to her family. Please welcome little baby garlic Clover person. She arrived at the weekend, soon after the night out. Isn't she cute? So she doesn't have a name. I'm always asking you to ask for names for people, creatures. So she doesn't have a name. So she's a cute little thing, isn't she? Wrapped up in a little, she's got a little blanket. And because she's quite designer, Clover is, she's got a matching toft. It's toft wool actually, the jumper and the little bed wrappy thing she's got on. Yeah, kind of like a little bed, isn't it? Anyway, it's toft wool, and I just made up, I'm sure you can tell, I just made up the design for the little clove. She is little clove person, and she will grow up to be just like her mum. We don't know who her dad is. Again, I'm not judging her, but he may have been at the garlicky party and the disco. So yeah, she's a bit casual. She's got her jeans on because she's a mum now. So there she is. We put her behind, join the little family. Donkey's out because I'm taking him on holiday. We're going to Scotland and we're stopping at Kendal on the way. And I want to take a little friend to the cool crafting shop. So I'm going to take, I think he's my favourite I've made. I do like the frog too. But I think he's going to come on holiday with us because he's a bit of his sort of, our sort of vibe, I don't really like that word, but Neil and I is our kind of, it's a bit surfy, not that we know, either of us know how to surf. When I met Neil, actually, this is embarrassing, but I will tell you, as we're all friends, I had been single for about 2 years, and I just thought, oh, I'm going to meet someone walking down the street or just bump into them in the library or something romantic like that, but obviously that didn't happen. That probably happens to some people in real life, but not that often. It didn't happen to me anyway. So my friend had been on a dating site, Plenty of Fish. This was 15 years ago. And had loads and loads of dates, and she's like, just go on it, just go on it. And I was like, oh, I don't really know. I'm too scared. Do I have to? But anyway, she helped me put the profile on. And because I quite liked surfy looking men, I quite like the long hair and the surfy kind of look. Not that I was just going on appearance, of course. It's all about the personality, but I did kind of like that. Anyway, so you could put in like search terms. So I think I put in surf, and only one, I think 2 people came up, and Neil came up, and he did look, he's got short hair now, but he had long blonde hair, and I thought, oh, he looks my perfect man. So yeah, so I met him. I only went on one date on there. He just, I think I said hello or something, and he said hello back on this, I can't remember how it worked now, but on the site. And then we had a date, and then yeah. But the funny thing is, I put surfing as a search term, and he put that he liked surfing, but he doesn't surf. He just looked at me. So I kind of wanted someone who looked like a surfer, but I didn't really care if they surfed or not. And then he put surfing as a hobby, but he just doesn't even surf. So we both kind of fake surfers or something. But anyway, we met. So yeah, and the minute I met him, I was like, oh, he's lovely. And I don't know what he thought about me, but he obviously wanted to see me again. So I only went on one date, and I was only on the site for a week, and then I just came off for it again. And yeah, my friend was on it for ages and ages, had hundreds of dates, and then she did meet someone not on there in the end. But I kind of wish I'd have met him somewhere, bumped into him or something nice like that. But obviously I'm still glad I met him, so it doesn't really matter, does it? But yeah, we are. So anyway, he's a bit like us. He's surfy, he's got the look going on, but does he surf? No, probably not. So Shane, yeah, so he's come with us on holiday, and I'll take him in. I don't know what you do. People take their things they've made into shops. I don't know when it's a shop where, like the cool crafting shop sells all the kits and design all the kits. You sort of, oh, here, I don't know what to say. Here, I made this. I don't know. I'll probably just keep it back and not even dare get him out. Anyway, that was I've gone off on one, haven't I? What else have we got to say? Embroidery progress. Right. I made if you watched the last episode, you saw that I made the lilac design, and I've started, which is from this book, which I did a little, if you haven't seen my last episode, I did a little flip through and showed you all the inside of the book. And yeah, I did the lilac, and I've now started. I wanted to finish it, but I was busy making the Liberty scrap thing last night, so I haven't finished it yet. So this is how that's going on, how it looks at the moment. So that shouldn't take me too much longer. My little lazy daisies are getting better and better as I'm going along, because it's the first time I've done them, and they're improving. So I still don't know what I'm going to do with them. A cushion, bag, or I just think maybe a hangy thing. I don't know. I'm not going to say, because I'll just change my mind anyway. And yes, because I've been really into the embroidery at the moment, I bought some vintage. I'm going to move, because I don't know if this sunny, it's too sunny there. Let me see if that makes a difference. Oh, that's better, isn't it? Right, so yes, I'm going to make some. I bought these, one magazine, and that had some embroidery transfers in, and I also bought just some embroidery transfers by themselves separately. Just got them from eBay. There's loads of these on eBay. 1955 is really old. So these are the separate ones I bought, because I want to iron them on. I presume they still work after all these years. I don't know. It's amazing they're still being kept and they look nice. So these are the designs I want to make. Well, I don't know which ones I'll use, but I love them. I think they're really pretty. Not sure how I'm going to stitch them yet. I'll have to look at some pictures of bird embroidery that other people have done perhaps, and then that'll give me an idea of how to stitch them. And these are the ones in this one, but I had to get these because they're beachy. Just those ones. It's falling. There we go. Can you see it? Yes. And again, I don't know what stitches I'm going to use, anything like that. I'll just, when I decide to do one, I'll work it out at the time. But I'm hoping I can still iron them and they'll still work nicely. I'm just going to have a quick look in the book and see if there's a lovely lady with a guitar. Some jumpers. And these are on the back of sofas. I'm sure people still have them. 1 shilling this cost. Oh, there's some stitched. There's a picture of them stitched. It's a shame they're black and white, really. Just one on the back. And love the colours in that one. Really pretty. Patchwork, a very shiny. Makes a tea cosy. It's amazing, there's loads in here. I didn't look at it properly when I got it. I think these magazines it's amazing that they're still around. You can still get them. It's wonderful. So I'll put a design back in there. Yeah, so that's going to be, when I finish that's going to be my next, it's all behind me. Yes, when I finish the cowslip, that's going to be my next something from here, I think. I really enjoy the embroidery because I can kind of, you know me, I like to make things my own. I don't like to copy something or do a pattern exactly. I like to put my own spin on it. So I think with embroidery, it's a bit more creative for me. So I think I really like doing that more than other kinds of stitching, I think. Yeah, so that's fun. Really into that at the moment. I bought loads of new threads as well. I'm going to get the variegated ones because someone told me in the comments, thank you, about the sort to get. So I'm going to have a look for that and get some of the variegated because I did like that nice changing colour that they do in those ones. What else have we got to show you? I have got some new fabric and then I'll show you the Liberty Scraps project. Right, I'm not going to go through all I'll give you a quick show of the fabric, and I'm going to have a little bit of my mint tea. Hopefully it's not too hot now. First mint of the year. I've got my little tin here. I bought this from TK Maxx. It's so noisy. It's got on my little, and some cotton. It's got my clips in, quilting clips. But it's so pretty, isn't it? I bought it from TK Maxx and it had shortbread in. I've eaten half the shortbread. Right, let's have a look. So I'll show you some. I've got some of the normal floral ones. Let me do a flip. Can I flip them, do you think? Flip. Probably not. Flip. Got that one. I've got some more of this one. I've used that one before. I've got some more of the lovely beach huts because I like a beachy scene. I've got the bit of a darker one there, which is nice. And I've got that one, which I've used before. And I haven't used this one. This is a London one, London themed. And I've got two really special. These were a bit more expensive. So if I make anything with those, I will have to remember to charge a little bit more. I've got the bird ones I'm going to show you first. These are absolutely gorgeous. How pretty is that? I couldn't resist. I've got that in 2 different colours. I've only got a fat quarter of each, so they're not going to be, they'll probably just be one bag of each of those. Maybe I can make something with the spare. And I've got these 2 as well, which I thought were really pretty. Got that one. So summery, aren't they? And that one as well. So I will make them into bags for my shop when I get a chance. I've got a few days off work now because it's a bank holiday, so I'm hoping to make some more. They probably won't be on by the time. I've got a couple left, I think, but the new ones won't be on by the time I upload this. Oh, I've got some bees. I've got some lining fabric as well, which is bees. Oops. Don't want to drop those on the floor. I've got some of this. I've had used this before, but I've got some more beads. So that'd be nice in the linings. So there's all my fabrics. That was so exciting. They came in 2 different parcels and I was really excited when they came. So what did I make with my Liberty scraps? Well, I made a, here it is, sewing roll bag. Calling it a sewing roll bag, a sewing pouch. I got the idea from a channel called, which is a really big channel. She has loads and loads and loads of subscribers, but I hadn't seen it before. She just popped up on the TV screen the other night and I watched it and I got a bit inspired to make one for myself. The Last Homely House. And for the tutorial, because I've taken a few photographs as I've gone along, but I haven't made a tutorial. I did try and explain it to you a moment ago, but I'm going to cut that out because it was rubbish. Me whittering on and not making any sense about how to make something. So I imagine people may try to follow my instructions and just end up making a boat or something completely different. Anyway, for the tutorial, it is The Last Homely House, making a patchwork pouch for my sewing kit. I will say the dimensions that I used, wadding 15 inches by 15 inches and my tie was 31 inches by 2 inches. So if you did want to make one, you basically make a big square, cover it in a big square of wadding, cover it in fabric scraps. I don't know her name, the lady, because I've never watched it before, I just watched that one. The Last Homely House, lovely lady, she hand stitched squares together. I machine stitched in a scrappy style all of my Liberty, not all of them, I've got loads left here. I hand sewed, no I didn't, I machine sewed all of mine together. And you make a big square, a big lined square, which is pretty easy to do, straightforward. And then you fold them up, and inside out I just hand stitched the line here and line here on the inside. You can hand stitch the sew on, you can hand stitch all if you want. You can hand sew the tie on afterwards, but I did machine sew mine as part when it was all inside out and I was sewing the lining on. The ties to roll it up, and yeah, hand sewed the button on, and I absolutely love it. Never made anything quilty before or anything like this really. And the idea is you put your sewing, it's a travel pouch for sewing things. You can put your scissors and embroidery. I guess you could put crochet hook or make a bigger one and put knitting needles. You could make a roll for knitting needles, that'd be really cool. But the idea is you then roll it around with your things in. Roll it like that. That one goes that way. And that one goes that way. And then you tie them up like so. I won't do a bow now because I haven't got time, but there we go. So, and you've got your little rod, and then you can put that in your project bag or your basket or whatever you're taking. So isn't it lovely? I love it. I'm so proud of it. And it feels so nice. I didn't realise that quilted things feel lovely. Just feel really nice and squidgy and yeah. But after I'd made it, it didn't take that long either. I mean, if you were hand sewing the square to get this effect, it would take longer, obviously. Or if you were patchworking, or I mean, you could use EPP, you could use whatever you like. But because I had the scraps, I just thought I want to make it like this. So mine's a bit different to the Last Homely House ladies. I've put my own spin on it, but her design is definitely the square and how you then turn it into the bag. But I did think, and you know I love a bag, how nice would that be as an actual handbag with handles on? It'd be really cool, wouldn't it? So I might, it sounded proper Suffolk then, I might make another one. But there it is. So I hope that's given you an idea as well. If you've got scraps and you don't know what to do with them, that's a fairly easy, straightforward project. I mean, I started making it last night and it took me about 3 hours or something. And I did stop for a sandwich in the middle, sandwich and a lump of chocolate and some cake. That was naughty. So yeah, all the fabrics go really nicely together, but they're all, I used all the Liberty ones. Obviously you don't have to use Liberty, you can use whatever you like. But because the Liberty costs quite a lot, I didn't want to waste any of it. But if you've bought a bag from me, firstly, thank you very much. But you might recognise the fabric as some of the scraps from the bags I've made. So that's quite nice as well. I thought it's a little bit of a, I don't know, just a bit of a reminder for myself that, because I'm quite proud that people have been buying some of my bags. So I feel it's quite nice to have a little bit of a reminder and just think, oh yeah, I remember making that one and that one. And so yeah, nice little sewing pouch. And I'm going to take that on holiday with my, because I'm so into the embroidery at the moment, I'm going to take some embroidery with me, and I'm going to take that and put my scissors and my threads in there, and then pop it in the, either the basket behind me or a bigger embroidery, I'll probably take a project bag actually. I don't know, I might take both. Basket. I might take the basket and then put a couple of project bags in there. But yeah, absolutely love making that. So I was really excited to share it with you, and I hope someone else makes one. So if you make one, let me know. You don't have to, please don't feel pressurised. It's just be nice if someone got a little bit inspired by it and made one too, because I can't stop playing with it. It's because I've only made it last night, I think. I'm excited to share it. So that is everything for today. I will see you in a week's time. I'm hoping to record again before we go on holiday. I'm hoping to make some more bags to add to the shop. I've got the lovely fabrics, and I've got a bit of time to myself because I've got Tuesday and Wednesday next week off work. I don't work Wednesdays anyway, but I booked Tuesday off after the bank holiday, and I thought I haven't got to go back to work till Thursday now, which is fantastic. So hopefully I'll get some more bags made and add them to the shop. And if you don't already, please could you subscribe. I also have an Instagram, if you're Lily and the Bee on Instagram. I've also, I will say just at the end, I've changed the name on my Etsy shop, because if you remember, I've always called myself on Instagram and on my Facebook page, I used to have Lily and the Bee, but it was gone on Etsy, so I had to spell it Lillie, or it's spelled like that, because originally I was going to be called Lily Bee, basically. Then on Etsy I couldn't have that, so I fiddled around and put loads of names in, and Lily and the Bee spelled with the Llie came up as accepted, so that was the name. I kind of stuck with it, and I like Lily and the Bee, but I didn't like the wrong spelling, so I've changed it on Etsy to Lily and the Bee bags, so I can have the proper spelling. And I've redesigned a little, getting all fancy, aren't I? Redesigned my little logo and everything. So, and I might get some little stickers or a pen with it on. How excited to have my own pen. Yes, that's all kind of updated. I've put a bit of time into doing all that, because I really enjoy, I really love making the bag. I love having the little shop, and it's nice. It used to be like a desert, my shop, like with the, you know, those wispy things you get in film. No, and then no one really looking, but now people look and buy things. It's so exciting. So I feel I can get it all looking nice, and I like it. It's a nice, because my job isn't creative, so it's nice. I like anything that I can do gets the creativity out of me. Is brilliant. So I'm not giving up a job or anything like that. That's my main income, but it's so nice to get a little bit of extra, just to go towards fabric and just my hobby addiction, what do we say? Kind of blurred, the lines are blurred. Yeah, so just a bit of an update on that. If you've got to the end, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate you and all the comments. I do respond to all the comments, so thank you for putting the time in to comment. And I think it's nice I do try and, well, I do reply to them all, to reply, because I appreciate you taking the time to leave a comment and to watch and everything. So I hope you will have a lovely, sunny, nice week, and I will see you again soon. Thank you again for watching. Bye.